Welcome to the World Show. My name is Sam Paul.
And my name is James Tyler.
And I'm James Dash.
And it's me, the producer. I'm here too. Because I'm always here. I'm never not here.
Yeah.
That's not true.
So, guys, what are we talking about today now then?
Well, we'll start finding out what you've been up to since the last podcast, James.
Well, I've been doing a lot of going to the gym every week at the moment. I'm starting doing things like that.
Had you talked about that before?
Yeah.
Had you? I forgot.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I only remembered about your cooking stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing cooking. I've been travel training.
Yeah.
I was actually in Carmarthen, and I saw here, or where we are. Sorry, but
Yeah.
and I saw I got off the train, and I saw the boss. Getting off the bus, and I've done all sorts of things. I've met this week the Labour candidate for our area.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've changed the constituencies in Pembrokeshire, and it's now. From what I was saying, is that it goes from where you're living at the moment, Milford Haven, down to Amroth. So, and it's just at the moment 2 or 3 people have been put forward: the Conservatives, Labour, and Reform parties, and no one else has put their names forward at the moment. So that is for them. But we also, with him, talked about things to do with voter IDs and stuff, which is going to be needed, a form of ID, when you have this general election that is coming up. So what do you two think about the general election coming up? But do you think it matters overall?
Isn't that for the media section later?
Just work with me and see how.
Yeah, we're in what have you done since the last podcast?
What's the main rule of improv, James Dash? Do you know? Yes, and this isn't improv, but I think we should imply that. Carry on talking about what you were talking about.
Yes.
I do declare I'm the judge.
And it was good for him to explain a few things about what they're doing.
Yeah.
With the voter ID, and then so I've also I've been taking part in a bowls tournament and I didn't win a game. I took part in 6 games over all day in a short map bowls tournament. I think Mr. Tyler or James, you know what I'm talking about when we're short map bowls, do you?
Yeah.
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 And it's difficult to play on different mats all the time.
Yeah.
And so, and I played that all day on a weekend a couple of weeks ago, and it was very difficult, and I got beaten a lot. But I was one game in my group. I was leading by 1 shot on the last end, and he went and took 4. You'll know what I mean by took 4, because I was playing in the singles. And I've got another competition coming up, but this time it'll be triples. So you know what I mean by the triples.
Yeah.
Explain the sound between us what triples is.
Triples is when you get teams of 3 players playing against each other.
Oh, I know what you want about because my friend Sean Peregrine
and-
does it as well.
Yeah. Yes.
And
I have played with him for Wales in the past.
he's probably better than me then. So what have you been doing, Sam?
Well, we had Valentine's, was it last week? Or the week before?
Who was that with?
Go on, you can say it.
Well, we went out for a lovely meal we did on Valentine's. So,
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
yeah, we had a lovely meal. He bought me like dinner, coffee, and he bought me pudding as well. No.
So that's good. Sounds like a nice, generous guy. I would like to meet him. Yeah. By the way, James,
Yeah. Oh,
have you found love in the last year?
No.
No.
I know you're trying to trying to match make
We
me.
didn't have a Valentine's special,
no.
did we?
No, we've got us.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what else
Carry
have
on,
you
Sam.
been doing then, Sam?
What else have you been doing?
Licking her lips, apparently.
What else have
I'm
you
trying to
been
think what else I
doing?
did. And also, we went up to Cardiff as well.
Ugh,
Well, that was
where'd you go
good.
there?
It's with Always People First, so we had a meeting.
Oh, okay.
And what's it like? Sunday we went up, but I think it was like
Yeah, that was me and you because we're both part of
like
All
all
Wales,
Wales.
aren't we?
'Cause we went up on Sunday. We spent the day together. And
Yeah.
like Monday we had the meeting then.
Yeah.
So was it was this to do with
This was a
certain
board of
things?
director meeting. So
What-
Sam sits on it as the vice chair of the
All
National
Wales.
Council, and I sit on it as an individual person that was voted in by the board, by the National Council, agreeing for me to be a board member.
So what sort of things do you talk about?
We talk about big things like finances, what projects All Wales People's First Rule will be wanting to create, or how successful projects are going. And they'll talk about different things, but we can't give too much information away because it's not...
Have you signed an NDA?
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's certain things you can say, but
We can't
what-
say much about it.
Yeah.
It's confidential.
Yeah. And then so James, so
Yeah.
is that all you've done then, Sam? Was there other things that are you still doing these painting? These
Yeah, I'm still
little
doing my
things?
painting still.
Yeah.
But I still got no commissions. But I'm like promoting my work all the time, like on social media stuff. But I haven't heard anything back about commissions.
And Mr. Jailer, what
Yeah.
about you? What have you? What's happening with you?
Well, in the last few weeks, I went out with my my girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
on
And who's your
Valentine's.
Who's your girlfriend?
I can't remember her name. I can't.
Michelle.
It'll come.
Obama.
It'll come back before the end of
Michelle
today.
Obama.
Yeah.
I'll be able to reveal in about 15 years' time. my brain is very slow working.
What else? Have
Okay,
you,
well, if you're saying it.
No. But I had a look this week at a flat I will be moving into.
No, what?
Yeah.
Holy.
That's big news, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Because you've
I've been
been-
on the housing list for 4 years, wanting to come out of residential care, and I have now managed to get into a flat in Johnston, and it comes with some support for 15 hours a week. And
How is that spread out? Do you have a plan yet? Do you get to choose how that's spread out?
yeah, I think they'll have a chat with me once.
Just do it all.
Everyone can move in and stuff like that.
Just schedule it for the exact same time as your work hours, so you never have to have the support.
I'm just thinking. Do you have have you had a social worker come in and speak to you about the hours that you've got?
Yeah, so I've had a social worker for the last 3 years, helping me try and work out places. Told me to make sure I'm bidding all the time. And I haven't been successful until now, and it's tiring, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm just tired.
But it's going to have everyone.
How do you feel about it now? Now
I
that you've got the green light, how do you feel?
I feel I've met the light at the end of the tunnel. That's been
James, don't go into the light.
which has been a long way. So I feel the only achievement I need to do now is drive a car, and I've done the whole list of important.
What's the other things on the list?
A flight to New Zealand.
Have you done that?
No.
Would you like to do
so you
that?
aren't done.
I would like to do it.
No, I mean like the things that you've already done. You said the last thing on the list is driving a car. What's the other things on the list?
Oh, it's volunteering in a theatre, which is my favourite thing.
Okay.
What about flying?
Creating this show.
Okay.
Has
These are all things that you wrote down many years ago.
These are all things I wanted to achieve.
When you were
that
a
people
boy.
said I wouldn't achieve.
Okay.
I like fooling people wrong. People said to me, "You would never represent Team Great Britain," and I did. No. And I did that, and I came home with 2 golds and a silver in 2012.
Holy moly!
And I have represented Wales in bowls, which people... Well, literally a year after I first joined, I was still learning the game. And I didn't play too bad, to be honest. I mean, I ended up winning by... I leaded 3, was losing but 12-3, and then I came back to lose 12-9. So, but... yeah, that's... But I think the housing at the moment is my top achievement that I've hit.
Because
it brings more opportunities.
Yeah, because that is the thing that is what you really, really wanted, wasn't it? Because it's something that is independent for you.
Yeah, and people can come and stay with me, which they can't where I am at the moment. I can choose when visitors come. There's no set times to make sure the other guys are happy with when visitors are coming for me. Yeah, because everyone has their own flat. Everybody can choose when they have a visitor.
It's like having your own front door, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
there's going to be no letting people saying, "Oh, what time will you be back later?" And then I can't give an answer when it all the time because I don't know when.
So what would you said you'd like to drive? So would like to drive a car. Is that still on your bucket list?
Yes.
I think
it might be one of those that can't be achieved because a lot of people don't like the idea because of my epilepsy.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's just
But you can get a driving license with epilepsy.
You can after about 2 years
of
not having.
Yeah, and when's the last time you had a seizure?
July 2017.
Exactly.
So
but people still cautious because they're like, this could happen at any time.
Yeah, because they'll probably come and check up on you if certain things are to check if you're okay
Yeah.
before you. And when have you ever had any lessons?
No.
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 Okay.
I have never.
Shall I tell you? I'll tell you a little story about me, or about my driving experience when I was younger.
You were the person that drove the car in Back to the Future.
I wish I was.
Marty McFly.
But
Michael J. Fox.
I had 4 lessons, and I was doing fine. I was going through but I had to stop because of exactly the reason that I had a epilepsy myself.
Yeah.
So I now can't learn to drive because of that reason. It's very difficult for and it's always going to be inside of me, and it doesn't come out. It comes out when it. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry we're leaving you out
okay.
here, Sam.
Sam, jump in at any time, Sam. Come on, Sam.
So-
you know a lot about driving.
so-
You can be in this conversation.
Would you like to drive when going on?
Yeah, I think I would. But I have jumped in the racing car with my
Yeah,
dad.
but you haven't driven one. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about driving cars.
Yeah, I can.
Would
Yeah,
you,
I can.
like a driving license, like driving cars on a road.
Well, I have spoken to my mum about it. But I need to mention it again, because I really want to do it.
But what happens when you mention it again and then nothing happens?
Nothing happens. Only like speak to my social worker or something about it. Well, I'd get my own place if I could. That's another thing I would like to get.
So you'd like James, you'd like to go into like independent living, would you? Yeah. But you're in a different county to us two, really, aren't you? So
Yeah.
how are you on the housing list for this for the county that you're in?
No, but mum's gonna look into it. Because she said she's gonna put me on the list.
And then what sort of thing would you like it to be like? So let's just say, would you like a bungalow or things like that, or a house, or would you like a shared thing with people to start with?
Well, probably I'll go for a bungalow. It depends how much stuff I got as well. Because I like to have like my space and like a lounge, bedroom, another room, bathroom. Because if I get like an extra room, I can put all my art stuff.
In the sink. In the bathroom, in the sink.
No, that's just you in general.
What? What does that mean? Explain that.
Like
Explain the sentence you just said, Sam. What does that mean?
If I had my own space, like get the lounge.
No, I mean the
bedroom.
bit where you said that's just me in general, in response to me saying you'd put the art in the sink.
I never put art in the sink.
I know, it was a joke.
So you put in the room. You'd be like your study or work office,
Like an office.
Yeah, and you'd have
So you paint your rocks.
you do like you have your easel up there or whatever you do for your art, and then you'd have all that set out for you to do, maybe do that sort of work when you've got some time, and then things when you're not going out with your other half. Yeah, you know. So yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, and you're right.
Yeah, I did like mention your other half.
Okay, so now and then it's in. So for me, it's difficult. For James, I'm glad you got what you've got,
Yeah.
because it's what you wanted
Yeah.
and what you've needed.
Yeah.
But for me, it would be too difficult for me to actually be on my own.
You've only just got the chopping board out and the knife. Yeah, you're still there.
That's about that. That's
have
about.
You met any of the other people who are going to? Because it's not exactly like completely on your own, is it? It is a little bit communal.
Yeah, there is. Everyone's got a decent flat.
Yeah. Like there'll be other people
But
on the same sort of grounds as you.
Yeah, but yeah, and there's going to be a place where all 4 people can actually come. Well, as many of you out of 4 who want to meet and socialise.
There's going to be more than 4 flats, though, isn't there?
There's another room where everyone can meet up.
Like a social room,
Yeah,
really, where you may have a games room.
So if you want to be in doing things with the other people in the other 3 flats, then that's a place where you can choose to meet and socialise.
Yeah. And is that something you do?
Yeah, that's something I would do.
Yeah.
If it works out between me and the other.
You might end up hating them all, though.
Yeah.
I might end up just being someone that likes being in my own flat.
Yeah. As you brought it up, how is your cooking?
My cooking's good.
We've discussed his cooking recently. I don't know if it was the episode you were on with the pizza pasta bake.
No. Which I've done other things since, but not as good as that, probably.
I wanted to ask. So you mentioned that you're getting 15 hours of support.
Yeah.
What kind of support is that?
That is money management. There's nothing like a Tesco's or an Asda or anything in Johnston, so they would be getting me there so that things don't. So I get back quickly, so things don't defrost by the time I get back to the flat, because obviously you need to get everything in a freezer before it defrosts.
Is that direct payments? Do you have direct payments?
No, it's the council are employing a certain care provider to support all 4 people in their own flats. And they'll be in the building from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night.
And they would they take you out to, say, a Tesco's or
maybe doctors,
and you go and pick your
or dental appointments. Things like making sure that I'm looking after the flat and keeping myself healthy.
What was I going to say?
And appointments, as you said, if you have to make that help you get through. If say something comes from the doctors or something, and helps you understand when you need to be at the doctors, is that right?
Yeah. Well, I understand when I need to be there, but yeah, if it's a surgery, well, hopefully I'll be in walking distance of my surgery anyway. Just a few minutes away, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's so that they would be what it looks like is that they'll help you get everything in to like, and you would cook on your own, would you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I want to learn new things, then the support is there to help support me to try and make those new things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their job isn't to do this for me. They're there just to help.
Okay.
I take control of everything.
Well, and yourself.
Yes.
And all of us. He's our dictator now.
He's in control us. He controls the three of us.
He controls our minds, our
Right.
souls.
Let's go on to the reducer and find out what he's been
The
up
what?
to.
That's new. What did he just call me? Sam, what did he just call me?
Producer.
No, he didn't call me that, did he? Why did you say it right when he said it wrong? You normally call me the Brewster,
I do.
but you said you said it right that time when he said it wrong.
Oh, we going down.
What's
What
going
did I-
on?
What did I say?
You called me the Reducer. That's like a terrible comic book villain's name. I'm the Reducer. I reduce the size of things. I'm going to make you a little bit smaller. Ooh, oh, I can't make you any smaller. Ah, God.
We got a big banner.
So what? Right, should we go to the
Okay.
next section, John?
So the next section, we do not have a guest, unless the producer's got something up his sleeve.
No, yeah, I don't
do.
think he has. So
Yeah.
what?
My arm.
So we will go on to, I believe, media.
Media section.
So
Media
what?
section.
So recently I watched with my dad a program called The Traitors.
You talked about this already.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Okay. So what have I done? Well,
Do
Sam,
you-
what have you been watching?
I've been watching Gladiators.
Oh my God!
Oh, no.
What, the new one? Is this the new one or the old one?
The new one with Bradley Walsh and his son.
I like Bradley Walsh. He was the most tolerable part on the Jodie Whittaker stuff in Doctor Who. I didn't despise him.
I actually like. I've been watching Michael McIntyre.
Oh, he's good as well.
Yeah, he's one of his big show.
His crazy wheel.
Oh yeah, that's on
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
No, that.
Oh,
it's-
his like yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
Yeah, the big-
they
big
have
show.
some crazy stuff on there, doesn't he? But he goes to people's houses and things and wakes them up in the middle of the night. But you don't want to know.
Maybe we
the
could do that. Maybe we can do that with you.
Not me.
Or producer.
I don't think so. It's not. It's not nice because he gets all information about them, doesn't he, and things. But
He goes, "I'm in your walls." That's what he sounds
yeah.
like.
He
Hello,
goes-
it's me, Michael McIntyre.
Yeah, and then but he also does an unexpected star of the show.
That would be me.
No. No.
yeah.
Or he'll do the and there's been this year unexpected star.
Yeah.
So there's been two of them, hasn't there?
Yeah, there wasn't one.
Tony Hadley was the first one, and last week was the
Oh, I've
one
got
and only Chesney Hawkes.
I met him.
I don't know who
Yeah.
any of these people
I
are.
actually met him at one of the services. So.
Right, Chesney Hawkes.
Yeah.
I met Matt Smith in a service station once.
And how was
and
he?
did and was he generating? Was he about to turn into?
He hadn't been the Doctor
Peter
for that.
McCold?
I think it was only his first series had come out at this point. Like, He was
Yeah.
still pretty new.
Yeah.
He still looked like a fresh-faced young boy. He went from looking like a little boy to an old man in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
was
guess
it-
something else for the media section is the Six Nations has
No.
That's in the sports
no,
section.
That's not media.
Not
No,
media.
it is media. It's media. But it's no.
TV.
Watching any
Still,
movies?
I'll still talk about. Where was I
reading
with
any books?
Michael McIntyre? He does all sorts of things. Well, Chesney, you actually saw or met him, did
Yes,
you?
I have.
What was he like then?
He's really lovely. I think I got a picture of him somewhere.
Just a picture.
Yeah.
just
Did I
that
actually
printed
tell
off
you
Google
that I
Images.
met Michaela Strachan when I was younger?
I'm not sure if he said any. No, I don't think you did.
Nah, yeah. Well, I was with about 25 other people doing something called the Kielder Challenge, which is for people with disabilities and people 4 people with disabilities and 4 without disabilities, and I was a captain of one team, and we took part in this, and we got to the final one year, which was up in the Kielder Forest, and what you had to do was take people. We had people in wheelchairs, and you had to take them round trees, all together, and you had to do everything, and it was like competing at sort of things. We got to the final. I got past my dad's school in the semi-final in one round. So I beat my dad's school in one, which in there, and then we got to the semi-final, which was up in Newport and Gwent, and then we had to go to the final, which was everybody. We were there, and then the star, she was there all weekend, was Michaela Strachan, it was like she really just signed something saying it was her picture, or normal picture, say have fun, James, certain little things like that. I still got it somewhere in the back in one of my drawers.
Yeah.
I went in the chest of drawers somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got so many trophies of you'd got gold medals. I've got trophies. I've got things. I've got all these.
Yeah.
And when I did the Kielder Challenge, it was very cold up in the Northumberland, so that's even further than Newcastle. So, and that took part when I was just at the last year of my secondary school. So that was a long time ago. I don't know if they're still doing it. But there you go. And so it was nice to beat my dad's school.
Yeah. Because it used to be a team that he played for.
No, I didn't play for them, James. It was
No,
because
he used to play for them years ago.
No. Who did?
Your dad's team.
No. It's the school that he was teaching at. He had he had a team from pupils of that school.
Yeah.
Were against me in one of the rounds.
Yeah.
And they were all going, it's his son. But anyway, no, they wouldn't do that. But because they were all concentrating or trying to get, and they did notice that I was cheating a little bit when I got to the final.
Yeah.
Because because they put a blindfold on me.
Sorry.
They put a blindfold on me, and I could just see out the bottom of it. I didn't tell them. But that's cool. But I had to get over something that was probably just about that high, and I literally just walked over it. Normally,
yeah,
and it was. Thank you. What? They said at the end of the things at the little event, so that with the thing trials, I think they were.
Yeah,
and they said to me, "Did you cheat then?" Because we could actually see them. Because you just walk normally over that. I said, "No." I said, "No." I think they just...
You do know you're revealing the truth to these people, yeah? Telling us about it.
I'm sure they won't find
It's a long time ago, James. It was in
Statue of Limitations or whatever.
You'll
is
have,
that what it is?
You'll have to put on this year's podcast, James Dash reveals a real truth from 30 years ago.
Not clickbait. James Dash commits heinous act.
So anyway, it was a lot of.
What about you, Sam? Say something.
Do you enjoy?
Anything.
Have you ever done anything that like take part in things when you were in school with people or now?
You said you did work experience earlier. We were talking.
I did.
What did you do as work experience?
I worked with children.
How old were you when you worked with children?
I think I was in my 20s at
What's
the time.
crumpling? What's that crumpling noise?
So
Don't know.
yeah.
Somebody's crumpling something.
I've heard it a few times.
I think it's it might be you.
It's your feet.
Yeah, it's your feet. You're standing in.
You're standing on
like a
paper.
wrapper,
or something.
yeah. Don't pick it up. Just move your.
Okay, then we
Just
got.
move your foot to-
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, working with children. What did you do? How old were you when you did this?
I think I was in my 20s at the time.
Okay. What did you do with them?
What do I do with them? I just like play with them.
Oh, okay. Were you just playing with children?
Yeah, as part of my job description, I was
Oh, okay.
like when I was working with them.
It was it like a little nursery or?
Yeah, they had like a play school and also they had a nursery as well.
Oh, like young children.
Yeah.
I see.
I had to look after babies as well, like change their nappies and stuff like that.
Did you
So-
step on any of them by accident at any point?
No, not really. 'Cause I was pretty good with it too. And also I did Meals on Wheels, so
No.
and luncheon clubs as well. Because I used to look.
Did you used to
Last-
like dance? You're still dancing now, aren't you? Is that right? You're
Dancing.
still doing a dance club now?
Are you talking about like the Tuesday night club and the
Oh yeah, that's on the Tuesday night. So
yeah?
Yeah.
Do you do a
Good.
dance? Do you dance? Do you boogie?
you need to ask James about that.
Why do I need to ask James about that? I'm asking you about something you do. James, don't say anything. Do you dance?
Yes.
Yes.
And who?
But James was dancing as well on Tuesday.
I think you would be a lot more graceful than James.
So who's your favourite singer at the moment then to dance to?
That's a good question. I got so many.
What music do you listen to?
Sometimes Westlife or Boyzone.
You love the boys. Is that Girl Zone? Did they do,
Do you
Girl
like
Zone?
Do you like? I'm gonna go down that alley now. Taylor
I know what you're doing.
Swift.
Do you listen
Do you
to
like Taylor Swift?
Oh, don't talk to us about Taylor Swift.
I didn't realise how big Taylor
We
Swift was
had
until like
we
last
had
year.
an email from All Wales regarding.
Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Why? Wait, what happened?
Apparently, we're going to have to go to a hotel in Bridgend when they have the Ad Fest because all the hotels have been taken up in Cardiff by a Taylor Swift concert.
Oh my God.
It's actually true because in the it's that next year, isn't it? Or
That's
this year?
June.
Last June.
19th and 20th.
Yeah, I've actually heard about this. It's because the Wales are supposed to be playing somebody rugby wise, or just because it's part of the story. Because Wales now have to move to play in Twickenham because of Taylor Swift playing in Cardiff.
I did see Wales playing South Africa, and I thought, what's this got to do? Why is this taking place at Twickenham?
Yeah,
This is
and that's exacty why.
I saw
Swift.
that. Yeah, they have to move the game, don't they?
Yeah.
They're having to play in England's ground.
So, what do you think about Taylor Swift in general, Sam?
I like her songs.
What about Pink?
I like her songs.
Yeah, Funhouse or there's Get a Party Started.
That's the one I like.
Yeah.
Sam, do you get the party started?
Yes.
Are you the party girl? Or the party
Maybe.
woman, I should say.
Wait,
Is
can
James
we pause for a second? Can I need to...
Do you need to go to the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the toilet then. Bye, Sam. Everybody wave goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye.
So that is from us at the Wild Show.
Now now we can be a real man's podcast. Only boys.
Right,
Let's talk about men's issues like trains and big animals.
what? And that looks like your dreams are coming true. But right, if we'll go off the media section and now go to sport that you want to.
James, what do you think about Taylor Swift? Because you sounded like you didn't like her
I think she's
crap.
James!
Oh,
James! Do not speak about Taylor Swift that way.
And guess who nearly interrupted the Adfest last year?
Who?
The Adfest went ahead in the hotel. We stayed in the hotel. Last year, it was flipping Harry Styles.
Harry Styles?
Yeah, and everybody getting off the train was like coming.
Who do you detest
for the
more,
concert.
Harry Styles or Taylor Swift?
I don't like.
It's
I don't like any of them.
But which one makes you angrier?
I don't know. I just don't listen.
Come on, James, you gotta get angry.
Taylor Swift is the
You can't
one.
just not like something and not think about it.
Taylor Swift doesn't have any songs that entertain me.
It's fair enough. Fair enough. People
Harry
don't.
Styles doesn't, but when he was with
One Direction.
One Direction, they had some good songs.
I think those are probably worse than his newest stuff, but I don't like either of them really.
Yeah. So, what about? Let's just take one more. Take That. Do you like Take That?
I do like Take That. Yes.
Wham! Like you punch someone and go. Take
We
that,
found
bam,
one.
bam, Shazam!
Yeah.
So which song do you like from Take That?
Back for Good.
Okay. We are back for we're there. Yeah. Now then, and we as we nearly said before, we'll talk about a little bit about the sport, shall we?
Yeah.
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 And then we've got, let's see. So you were saying that's Six Nations.
Yeah.
Do you rate Wales's chances?
Oh, hi Sam.
Tomorrow.
Hi Sam. Hi. Look, everybody, it's Sam. Hi Sam.
I don't.
Hi. Why aren't you waving? Hi.
I want Wales to win,
They want Wales to win.
but I'm not sure if they will now because they've already lost to Scotland and England, and I accept they're a brand new Welsh team because all the big names have gone.
I haven't been paying
basically.
attention, but the only thing I've heard is that they're not doing great, but it's also like an entirely new team.
Yeah.
So they have potential to grow.
Yeah.
But Wales being crap as usual.
And apparently Warren Gatland's got a 4-year plan, and that is that they will be ready.
That he leaves.
They will
Again.
They will be ready in 4 years' time to play in the Rugby World Cup.
Right, fair enough.
When was the last Rugby World Cup?
But I will share something. I have interviewed some people from this team.
We still need to get it out. It'll be out before this. I'll get it out before this.
Yeah. So we recently had a special that came out, and I interviewed a coach and some players from a team called the Maoris, which stands for Mixed Ability
not the
Rugby
Maoris, the Maoris.
Invitational Team. And they played down in Bath against a team called Walcott Warriors, and
did they lose?
There were some players from the team I played for, Pembrokeshire Vikings.
Did they win?
No, they lost. 26-22.
Close.
It was a close game then.
But it was 19-12 half time, and then the Walcott Warriors got a couple of tries, and then after that, there was quite a few times the Maoris got really close to the try line. and one or two times they managed to get over, but not easily.
So is this where the one where Bledin Gibbs played for?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah, and
did he score for?
no one from Wales scored. I think a couple of Irish people scored tries, because it's mixed. So they're like the Barbarians, but mixed ability, this is. And there was people from Spain, Scotland, Wales, a couple of players from England, and there was I think that's the countries that were in it this year.
Men and women as well, wasn't it?
No, it was men's.
Just men's.
The Maries do have a women's Maries team, but this team tours at this kind of year, and the women's kind of does summer. So they go out to like Spain and different countries. The women do. I mean, the men do the same.
So would that group come to Pembrokeshire to play against the Vikings?
Yeah, one day that'll probably happen. Because the Maries have visited Belgium in the past. They've visited Halifax in Scotland. They have played against a team in Belfast. And they have played Swansea Gladiators at the Principality 2 years ago. And then they played Walcott Warriors, who are from Bristol, in Bath last weekend. So when our audience listens to that, they'll be very inspired by what the players had to say about how they felt about being picked, and how the coach was really proud to be picked.
To be involved with it as well, was he?
And he's played for them as a player. You can only play for the Maoris once. Once you are selected, you can't play again. But he was a player. He shared that he was on a tour in Belgium, and he was the guy that had to provide all the kit. On another tour in Halifax, he had to be assistant coach, and now this time in Bath, he's the head coach. So he said he feels he's kind of built his way up the ladder from being a player all the way to the top of being a coach.
So this is where you've been sitting the last couple of weeks, really, and doing things with them, and and we hope to do some. I'm hoping that great team will probably let us do some videoing with them in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you haven't listened to that episode yet, then let us know.
I did.
Well, then go and have a listen to it, is what I mean.
Would you like to say something else there, Sam?
I'm guessing me on the spot, sorry.
Yeah.
You
got
kind of already talked about sports stuff, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be. Do you? Is
Should we talk about anything? Is there
anything else you'd like to say? Or
well, I haven't been racing this year, but I'm not sure what's happened with that.
Oh, our guest has just made an appearance.
That might not pick up on the audio.
Yeah.
I'll emphasise it if it does. I've got something to say. Oh yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so do you have anything sport related you want to talk about, Sam, or are you stuck for sport?
I think I'm stuck on sports at the moment.
She's stuck for sports.
Okay.
Do you have anything for sports, James?
Do you have any ideas of Do you want to do sport in the future, or is there a sports team that you want to support?
Well, at the moment, I'm supporting Pembrokeshire Vikings at the moment. So.
Yeah, like real teams.
Yeah. Yeah. We are a real team.
Yeah.
We're
still Man U.
I'm joking.
We've been beaten by Pembrokeshire, by Llanelli Warriors, but yeah,
We'll get them next time.
Llanelli have only beaten us once now, and I am going to tell these guys they will never win again. That is their first and final time.
You're never gonna win again.
Never easy. Never easy to say that.
We were playing in a storm. That was what worked in their favour.
And they weren't playing in a storm.
Were they playing?
Yes.
With the wind and against the wind, and
yes.
you were playing with the wind.
Did you not swap sides?
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Well, you go on to each side in different halves. So you play the opposite way that you played in the second half.
Okay.
So basically,
it doesn't matter. Strangely change directions exactly.
If the pitch is on a bit of a hill,
therefore they were at a disadvantage the whole time.
Sometimes it's easier to come down a hill if it's on a hill. So if you're like going up a hill, it could be hard in the first half. Then in the second half, it could be even better because you're coming down the hill.
Yeah. I've seen pictures. I've seen pictures like that. Yeah, I know. I've heard of pictures like that. So
yeah,
there's ones around the county that I know.
Yeah.
So all 3 counties I know that have that. So. So anyway, I think that is enough on the sport.
Yeah.
So
I guess we've got up to the wrap-up point now then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Could wrap your fingers up.
Well,
you had to say that.
Anything else you want to share, Sam, before we wrap the show for today?
No.
Guess the answer is no.
Well, that's from Mark.
Sam, why did you just not say anything when when he asked you that?
That comes in the next episode.
When is Down Syndrome Day?
Yeah, that's next month.